Now, a lot of you have been wondering where the heck we've been. It's been over a month since we released a video, and I thought I'd give you an update as to what has been going on, what we've been going through, and what the future holds for this drift mine. So I'm gonna take you back into the older workings because it's quieter back there, and then that way we can have a conversation. All right, this looks like good enough place as any. The reason why we haven't been filming in over a month is because I had to take some time off because my father, Roy Williams, passed away. He contracted COVID and we rushed him to the hospital after he started to get really sick. And he spent about a week in the hospital and they sent him home. And I thought he was gonna beat it because he was doing really well. And then I came over one day to see him and he looked really bad, and I said, "What happened to you, Pops? You were doing so good." And he said, "I felt so good, I decided to work out and do my laundry," you know, all the stuff that he normally does. And keep in mind, he's independent, he's hard-headed like me. And he starts to feel better, he figures he kicked it. Well, he didn't kick it, it came back with a vengeance. This time we had to rush him back to the hospital again. Although this time he didn't come out so soon. So they held on to him for about 3 days. They said he wasn't improving. He wasn't getting worse, but he wasn't improving. So they asked me what I wanted to do with him. Well, I says, it's not up to me, it's up to Pops. It's whatever he wants. Well, they told me the options of what could happen if he goes onto a ventilator, what could happen if he does recover from this COVID, all these different scenarios. So, me and Pops had a long conversation. And he said, "Look, son, if I'm gonna die, I wanna die at home with dignity. And I don't wanna die in a hospital around strangers in a strange bed." And he said, "You know what? I've lived 84 years. I think I've had a good run." And he's been healthy the whole time. He has his faculties. And up to this point, he's never been sick. So he told me, "Take me home, son. And if I pass away the way I want." And that's pretty much what happened. We took him home. I did everything I could for him to keep him comfortable, grant his wish. About a week later, he did pass away. And my wife Leela and I were there by his side when it happened. Pretty rough. I don't wish that on anybody. So that's why I took a month off. I had to get my head straight, had to grieve, let my dad go, and everything had to be put on hold. And you can understand that. I remember he said that he wanted me to keep doing what I do best, and that's gold mining. He got me started, and that's what I'm gonna keep doing. And he said, "Don't be sad." He says, "We've had a good run together, and we've done a lot, and I'm proud of you." He says, "But when my time comes, you need to move on and keep doing what you're doing." And I'm gonna honor those wishes. My dad, being the way he is, he didn't want a big fancy funeral. Actually, he just wanted to be cremated and have his ashes scattered, and that's what I'm gonna do, in his favorite spot. Now, I consider myself and my father very, very lucky and very fortunate because we both had a good time together for the last 50 plus years. We spent every day together, just about. We enjoyed everything we did together. He was healthy right up to the day he died. He had all of his faculties. He knew who I was, so there was no issue with dementia or Alzheimer's. And he had a long run. 84 years is a good span, as he said. And he didn't suffer. And that was one of his biggest wishes, was to be able to die at home in his favorite chair. And I honored that. Now, I know he's in a better place right now, and I know he's watching over me like he always does. That'll never change. But I'm honestly glad to see him go quickly and at this time. And he told me himself, he says, "I feel sorry for you because you got to stay behind and deal with this crazy world. And it's only getting crazier." And he said, "Good luck cleaning out my house because I got 1,000,000+ books that you have to go through." So I figured I would share that with you, let you know what's going on. I figured we owed you that much. And we're ready to get back into gold mining, just like my father wanted. The only problem is now we have to replace the hoistman because that's what my dad did. He was in charge of hoisting the skip bucket My wife's probably going to do that job for a while, and she's pretty good at it. So, but he will be missed dearly. And I hope none of you ever have to go through this. There's nothing worse than seeing a loved one, especially a parent, pass away in front of you. I think it's only right that we name the new drift after him. I want to thank each and every one of you out there. You made my dad proud, and he was super excited to be able to do something with his son and share it with millions of people, and they enjoyed watching it. And I haven't forgot our promise, and that was to take you up on the surface and run you through the wash plant process. We built it ourselves, every single piece, and I'll go over in great detail how we did it, how it works, and how you can build one too. And yeah, we're gonna get wet. Again, thank you for everything. Thank you for your support and your compassion. We love each and every one of you out there. Now, there's been a bit of confusion of what my father looked like. Some people think Nevada Jack is my father, and he's not. Down in the descriptions, I'm gonna leave a link to a video that him and I put together. It took us 7 years to film in the Good Springs district, or the Yellow Pine Mining District. And we had a lot of fun making it. My father did his own stunts, broke a couple ribs in the process, but it took us 7 years to put it together, and I think it's a fitting tribute to his life. So I want you to watch it. I know you're gonna enjoy it, and let us know what you think about it. So anyway, I'm gonna get on out of here because we gotta fire this drift mine back up. It takes a lot to get it going again, and we're gonna pull out even more gold. So you know what I'm gonna say, huh? Say it loud and proud. Say it loud enough for my pops to hear it. So come on, let's go!